I want to see if this is a really comfortable armrest for this car. What's happening, Panda Nation? Peter Von Panda here. I recently took this car on a little road trip, and the center console isn't really that comfortable for putting your arm on. Over the years, it's kind of compressed, so I picked up this. This is pretty inexpensive. It's just an aftermarket armrest, and I want to show this to you, and then we'll put it on the car. So before we put this armrest in, let's just take a close look at it. What I loved is that it looked really, really plush. Now, I will say it's not that long. You can see compared to my hand here, should be enough to put your arm on, but I love that it's super plush. It's got these seams in here, so it's kind of a tufted cushion. So it'll compress nicely, and I think it's going to be really nice for long drives having your armrest on it. This PU leather material looks pretty good. It doesn't look as rich as a leather, but I think it will match the interiors of most cars. You can see that they even use that material to edge it, to pipe it here. And then if I roll it over, we have this like mesh material, so it should be venting, and when you put your arm on it, it shouldn't balloon, it should kind of compress and let that air out. And then we do have two elastic straps right here, so this is meant to hold it down to a lid. Now, I know that there are some armrest pads that are less cushioned and more of a cover to kind of cover your existing armrest, but that's not what I wanted. I really wanted something for comfort. And you can see it's got a little bit of a curved edge here, curved on the tuft, and then a kind of a flat back end here. So let's go ahead and install it and see what we think. And what you can see is a pretty standard armrest here. You can see a little indentation where my arm is just pressing down on this thing. It's the cushioning. It's not a fat arm. Whatever. So you can just lift up this top part here, and then I think we can wrap these straps around this piece. So I'm just going to go ahead and put it on. And as you can see, even though this center console is super wide, the straps are large enough to go on, no problem there. In fact, now if I close it down, they will fit in there nicely. And you can see, you know what? I was worried that this isn't really that long, but it's plenty to cover up the armrest here. Again, the look fits into the interior of this car pretty well, but I wasn't really worried about that. I was worried more about the comfort. And you can see here, it reaches to both sides, so all the way over. Now, if I just try this sucker out, look how padded that is, and even raises it up a couple inches. Let's give it a try. So if I just put my arm on it, man, that is comfortable. It's like a soft, pillowy cushion for my arm. Man, if you're going to go on a long trip and you're looking for a place to put your arm, which is going to be nice and comfortable, maybe your center console creaks, you want to dampen that, I don't know. But just for me, I'm not really interested in the style. It's not something that is going to necessarily be a permanent install, but man, I don't have to worry about it slipping around. It feels good, and it's going to make driving even that much more enjoyable. Hey, if you want to pick this up, it is super cheap. And I think you can get them in some different colors too to match your car. I'll put a link to it in the description below. Peter Von Panda, out.